Focus right here on CNN News 18. I'm Sneha Mordani. Let's get started. Let's talk about the NIA and how they have managed to bust this terror module that we are talking about. In fact, this busting of a terror module happened in Murshidabad in West Bengal and Ernakulam in Kerala. 9 Al-Qaeda operatives were arrested by the probe agency, which also seized from them digital devices and incriminating documents is what we are learning. According to sources within the NIA, the suspects were radicalized by the terror outfit online. They were nabbed for planning an attack on important installations and sites. The module was actively indulging in fundraising, and a few members of this gang were planning to travel to New Delhi as well to procure arms and ammunition. These arrests have in fact preempted possible terrorist attacks in various parts of the country. Neetu Kumar is getting us more details on that story. She joins us from Thiruvananthapuram, and Shogata Mukhopadhyay tracking those details from Kolkata because these arrests have been made in Murshidabad also. Tell us, Neetu, what you're picking up from the kind of arrests that have been made in Kerala. What are sources within the NIA indicating?
Now, these 3 people who have been picked up from Ernakulam are originally from Murshidabad in West Bengal. So, what the police sources are telling us is that they have been here for some time. Now, one of them has been here for at least 10 years, was working in the textile sector in a textile company, and the other 2 were in the hotel, working in hotels, and that they are also here for a couple of months at least. They are getting more details of when they first came into and where all they stayed. Now, what the police sources are telling us is that these people, they couldn't find any ammunition or anything when they were arrested, but they could find some digital evidence, basically some messages that has been sent. So these are the things that they have procured. Now, further, if there are more people involved in this, based on the information that they will be getting from their interrogation as well as from other sources, if need be, they will be conducting more raids is what we are understanding. Now, the arrested accused, the 3 of them, has been taken out from the NIA office. They will be taken to the hospital where a COVID test will be done on them. They might be produced with a code asking for a transit remand to take them to Delhi. That's also what we're picking up, but not really we are yet to get confirmation on whether they will be taken today itself.
Yes, be with us. We'll just come back to you and Shogata for more on that. I'm just also going to bring in Arunama at Tracks, the Ministry of Home Affairs, for us. Arunama, what we understand is that the plan and the module, the terror module's plan really was to attack vital installations in India, and they were in fact being brainwashed or motivated, so to speak, to carry out attacks in different other parts of the country, including Delhi NCR region. Which were the areas of target? What are the details that you're getting from your sources?
So right now, I think its investigation is at a very preliminary stage. So they're not specifically naming which areas or which cities. However, they have indicated at least 2 locations. One, Jammu and Kashmir, where they say these Al-Qaeda terrorists, alleged terrorists, were to travel. They were just waiting to get the signal from their Pakistani handler. The instruction to them was to travel to Kashmir for exchange of arms and ammunition. Why this is important is because in the Pulwama case too, NIA has come up with an Al-Qaeda link. They had said that in Pulwama, the main accused was trained in an Al-Qaeda Taliban camp in Afghanistan. So this is the second time that a Kashmir Al-Qaeda link is being revealed by or suggested by the National Investigation Agency. Second thing they have said is that National Capital Area was something which was on the radar of this group. So they were trying to carry out some kind of a terror attack here in the national capital. Because this is the capital of the country, it has always been on the radar of terror organizations which get Pakistan's backing. This case also, that's what NIA is suggesting.
That's right. Be with us. What more details, Shogato, that you can share with us at this point in time as far as these arrests are concerned? And of course, as expected, this is playing out politically.
Well, two sides to the story. One, of course, is the investigation side. These 6 individuals who have been picked up from 3 different spots in Murshidabad. One, from Domkon, from Rani Nagar, and also from Jalangi. So these are the 3 areas from where they have been picked up. So different locations, not in the same place. They have been, we are told, brought to Kolkata and are being interrogated at the STF, the Special Task Force of the Kolkata Police, the office of the STF here in Kolkata, and following which they will be produced before a court in Kolkata, the special NIA court in Kolkata today, which is of course the City Sessions Court in Kolkata for a possible transit remand, because the case is registered in Delhi, and the NIA obviously wants to take them back to Delhi for further investigation and interrogation. The politics of it, of course, is already there in public domain now, with the governor of West Bengal taking a dig at the DGP of Bengal and saying that they're hinting at the top brass of the state police not carrying out the vigil the way they should. Obviously, also he mentions that the DGP has said that there would be no discrimination on the basis of any understanding or faith or anything of the sort. So obviously, the Bengal police also was part of the raid that took place in Murshidabad late last night, from where the 6 people were picked up. The Trinamool Congress-led Bengal government has also been attacked by the BJP. The Bengal state president has already made comments. The Bengal state president of the BJP, Dilip Ghosh, has also blamed the Mamata Banerjee's policy for such incidents and for such revelations happening here in Bengal. And the Trinamool has responded by saying that these are extremely irresponsible comments made by the BJP top, not just from Bengal but also from Delhi. So it's being played out. The entire matter is being played out both in the realms of investigation as well as in the realms of politics.
All right, be with us, Shogata. We'll just come back to you, Neetu and Arunima, for more on that story. Meanwhile, like Shogata said, this of course is playing out politically. The BJP targeting the TMC government for what they say she has failed to ensure law and order in the state, accusing the government of West Bengal of harboring terrorists. That's what the BJP says. Listen in.
एनआईए के द्वारा जो 6 आतंकवादियों का पकड़ा जाना, ये बहुत बड़ा एक संवेदनशील घटना है, देश की सुरक्षा के लिए बहुत बड़ा थ्रेट है। लेकिन दुर्भाग्य से हर बार बंगाल के में ऐसा ही घटना होती है, चाहे बांग्लादेशी टेररिस्ट हो, चाहे सिमी अलकायदा आईएस के और मॉड्यूल हो, बंगाल में कहीं न कहीं जिला में इनका शेल्टर मिलता है। मुझे लगता है बंगाल की सरकार जानबूझकर इनको शेल्टर दे रही, क्योंकि इसी में उनका राजनीतिक हित है। ऐसा कोई डिस्ट्रिक्ट नहीं वेस्ट बंगाल में जहां कभी ना कभी कई 5-7 सालों में बम विस्फोट नहीं हुआ हो। तो लगातार ये जो घटना हुई है, इससे पता चलता है बंगाल की सरकार इस मामले में सॉफ्ट है।
All right, Neetu also continues to be with us from Thiruvananthapuram. Neetu, what more details in terms of the previous activities of all of these people who've been arrested from Kerala? Were they involved in other operations in the past as well? The investigation agencies obviously would be on the lookout. What more can you tell us on that front?
Now, Mushraf Hussain, one of the accused in this case, has been in Kerala for almost 10 years is what we are understanding. He has been here with his family. He was working in a textile shop. Now, police is monitoring all possible links of these men. Now, Yaqub Biswas, the other accused, was working in a hotel. He was in Ernakulam district for at least 2.5 months now, and before that he was in Idukki district. The police is still ascertaining the third accused for how long was he here in the state of Kerala. As of now, they are monitoring all those who are connected with them. Digital evidence is also something which they have looked into it, but as the investigation is at its very initial stage right now, so it will take some more time before we could get more details about this.
All right. Thanks for getting us up to speed with that, Neetu, Arunima and Shogata, sharing with us those details, how this is playing out politically.